everyone, welcome to SS EduTalks. These days, we were hearing a lot about ventilators. Some countries, some hospitals are running out of ventilators, and we need more ventilators to treat COVID 19 patients and all. So, in this session, we can know more about ventilators. Okay? So, as we all know that we are inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. When we inhale oxygen, after passing several tubes like structures, it finally reaches a balloon like thing called alveoli. From the alveoli, the oxygen is passed into the tissues or the blood, and from the blood, the carbon dioxide reaches the alveoli, and from the alveoli, it is exhaling out. So in certain conditions, some persons cannot have adequate amount of oxygen in their blood. That is, there will not be any proper respiration. They cannot carry out proper respiration. In that condition, after trying a normal oxygen mask too, if the condition is not improving, then we must put the patient on a ventilator. So ventilator is a mechanical equipment where it delivers oxygen and it takes out the carbon dioxide from the body. When we look into the history, the concept of ventilator have started from 16th century onwards. Till 1940s, we have been using negative pressure ventilators. That means that we are exerting a negative pressure inside the chamber in which the patient is putting in. After 19, so this is the ICU setup of negative pressure ventilators, where the patient is put on a chamber and the negative pressure is applied to. After 1940s, the positive pressure ventilators has arrived. So several types of positive pressure ventilators have came or discovered, and even now also most of the hospitals are depending on positive pressure ventilators. So coming to the type of the ventilator, there are basically two types of ventilation or ventilators: invasive type and non-invasive type. Non-invasive ventilators are using a mask like thing that covers the nose and mouth of the patient, and this mask is connected to the ventilator. So this is mainly used in conscious patients and cooperative patients. Okay, so if the patient is not cooperative, or if the patient is not conscious, or if using this non-invasive ventilators, the patient is not not maintaining adequate oxygen level, then we have to switch over to the invasive type ventilators. In the invasive type ventilators, we are putting or we are inserting a tube called endotracheal tube, and through this tube we are connecting or we are providing the oxygen by connecting to the ventilator. Okay, so in this condition also, in some cases, when we cannot insert the endotracheal tube due to some obstruction, or in some cases we have to put the patient in a ventilator for long time. So in that cases, we have to perform a procedure called tracheostomy, where we incise we will make a small incision in the throat, and we are putting a tracheostomy tube. Okay, so through the tracheostomy tube, we are providing the oxygen by connecting to the ventilator. Okay, so why ventilators are used, or what is the purpose of ventilator? As we all know that to deliver the oxygen to the blood and to take out the carbon dioxide or remove the carbon dioxide from the cells. Okay, so in what are the conditions we can use ventilator? In some severe lung conditions like infections or some other lung conditions where the patient cannot maintain an adequate oxygen, or in some neurological conditions where there is a coordination problem, like where there is a we all know that the respiratory center is in the brain, and that controls the rate of respiration. So when there is a coordination problem in the brain, that condition also we use the ventilator. And also in some surgeries where we have to put the patient in a general anesthesia, we can use the ventilator. Okay, so how ventilator works? Basically the ventilator, we all know that it is employing in a power, like it's a power machine. So it has an inlet through which the oxygen comes into the ventilator, and as we all know that oxygen will comes into the ventilator in a dry state. Okay, so in order to humidify or adding the moisture to the dry oxygen, we use humidifier in the ventilator. So after humidification, the oxygen will be passed into the patient's body or supplying into the patient's body, and the carbon dioxide will be coming out of the patient's body. okay, through the separate tubes. So in ventilators, there are certain parameters which can control the pressure, or we can control the air entry, that is the rate of oxygen that is coming into to the body, and we can also change the mode. That is, mode means some patients are fully dependent on the ventilator, some patients need just a partial help from the ventilator. So that is the mode. And also we can control the rate of respiration. Okay, so in we the physicians are routinely monitoring the patient's condition and changing the parameters according to the condition. So this is the patient who is lying on a ventilator, and the basic purpose of a ventilator is to expand the alveoli and to supply the oxygen and to maintain an adequate level of oxygen in the patient's body. So we all know that when our friends or relatives are in a ventilator, we have like the most important concern is that how many days a patient will be on ventilator. That is the main question that we ask to a doctor, right, when our relatives are in a hospital. So that mainly depends on the patient's condition. If the patient have adequate oxygen, that is actually monitored through a test called arterial blood gas analysis, and in that test, if the oxygen is adequate, then we can slowly dewean from the ventilator. But that is, in that condition also, we can immediately take the patient from the ventilator. That makes the adverse reactions on the patient. Okay, so in those cases, when the patient is okay, or when the patient is maintaining adequate oxygen, then we cannot remove the endotracheal tube suddenly. We are connecting the endotracheal tube to a tube that supply the oxygen in a high pressure or in a high amount through a T-piece adapter. And again, if the patient is okay with that, we will check again the oxygen level, and then we will convert, or we will then take out the endotracheal tube and put the patient on a mask. So through the mask also the oxygen will be provided. When the person is okay with that, then slowly after monitoring we can take out the mask also. Okay, so this is the thing in a how the patient is deweaning from a ventilator. What are the complications that comes in while using a ventilator? We all know that we have certain secretions in the respiratory tract, like we are producing certain mucus or sputum, like that. So there is a risk of infection while using the ventilator, and also a condition called pneumothorax, where the air is entering in the covering of the lungs. So these are the things about the ventilator. So we all know that so many people in the world are struggling for life in the ventilator due to this corona or COVID crisis. Let's hope that everything will be okay and we can send home with a smile. So hope you like the video, and please do subscribe the channel and like, share and comment. Thank you so much.